Here is a list of LGBTQ series or shows with full gay characters on Netflix. They are all currently available to watch on Netflix. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. Thank you. 1. Fake Profile, 2023 to 2025. Fake Profile is a very interesting series to watch. I've watched it, and that is why I am recommending it. The gay characters started from episode 2 of season 1. Fake Profile is a Colombian drama streaming television series created by Pablo Ilanes. It is produced by TIS Productions for Netflix. It's about Camila, who meets her Prince Charming named Fernando through a dating app. After an idyllic romance, she makes plans to surprise him, only to end up trapped in paradise. Camila and Fernando meet up in Las Vegas after matching on Tinder. Their chemistry is undeniable. Both think the other is even hotter in person. On their first date, they drink, they dance, they head back to Fernando's sprawling hotel room, and things get extra steamy. The pair don't realize it, but someone's watching them via drone. But why? 2. Baby Reindeer, 2024. Based on the experiences of Richard Gadd, who also wrote, created and starred in the lead role, Baby Reindeer became a critical and viral sensation for its deeply unsettling and nuanced depiction of sexual abuse and addiction. The psychological thriller and black comedy follows Donnie, a bartender and aspiring comedian who becomes the object of affection of Martha, an unstable former lawyer who refers to him as Baby Reindeer. The series also stars Nava Mao as Donnie's love interest Terry, a confident and complex trans woman who demands respect and isn't afraid to call him out on his shit. 3. Atypical, 2017 to 2021. Atypical was met with rave reviews for Keir Gilchrist's leading performance as Sam Gardner, an Antarctica and penguin-obsessed teenager with autism spectrum disorder, as well as the romance between his sister Casey and her classmate Izzy. Although the series was initially criticized for its lack of autistic talent, in front and behind the camera, autistic writers and actors were hired from the second season until its season 4 conclusion to better reflect the experiences of the community. 4. The Bastard Son and the Devil Himself. Based on Sally Green's young adult novel Half-Bad, The Bastard Son and the Devil Himself follows the titular 16-year-old bastard Nathan Byrne, the illegitimate son of the world's most dangerous and feared witch, whose rather unfortunate birthright lands him smack dab in the middle of an ancient war within the witch community. With the help of the rebellious Annalise and charismatic bad boy Gabriel, Nathan embarks on a perilous journey to end the war. The Bastard Son and the Devil Himself is your average British coming-of-age, witch-centric story with queer, three-dimensional leading characters and an abundance of guts, gore, and utter carnage. They don't make anything original these days, huh? 5. AJ and the Queen, 2020. Blame It on the Edit singer RuPaul made her Netflix series debut on AJ and the Queen as Ruby Red, a bigger-than-life but down-on-her-luck drag queen who travels across America in a rundown RV accompanied by a wisecracking 10-year-old orphan called AJ. Each episode sees Ruby visit a drag club and perform a killer musical number, where she is joined by some of the most legendary contestants from Drag Race's history, such as Bianca Del Rio, Latrice Royale, Katya, Jinkx Monsoon, and Mohart. The Emmy winner wrote and executive produced the show alongside Michael Patrick King, who is best known for directing, writing, and producing Sex and the City and Lisa Kudrow's satirical cult classic, The Comeback. Sadly, the show was cancelled after just one season. 6. Black Doves, 2024 to present. Period drama queen Keira Knightley traded her corset for a pistol in Black Doves, a gritty spy thriller about a spies-for-hire organization that obtains secrets for the highest bidder. The British actress plays Helen Webb, the wife of the Secretary for Defense, who learns her secret identity as a spy is under threat when her lover is murdered. Ben Whishaw also stars as Sam Young, an old friend and hitman who yearns for his ex-boyfriend Michael. The action genre is notoriously lacking in rainbow characters, so the inclusion of a gay hitman as a co-lead is groundbreaking. Sam isn't the only queer character. Either he reconnects with old friends, a gay couple, and is hunted by lesbian assassins. Black Doves might be the queerest spy series ever. And good news, incoming Season 2 has been confirmed. 7. Big Mouth 2017 to present. Inspired by Nick Kroll and Andrew Goldberg's upbringing in the Westchester County suburbs of New York, Big Mouth centers on a group of 7th graders as they confront the awkwardness of adolescence and puberty, featuring various magical beings that guide the children through different stages of life, such as the rambunctious hormone monsters. Big Mouth has aired 7 seasons to praise for its depiction of sex and the human body, and for representing various LGBTQ issues such as coming out, biphobia, and the trans experience. 8. Bonding 2019 to 2021. Loosely based on the experiences of creator-writer Doyle, Bonding follows the adventures of Tiff, a psychiatry student/dominatrix who enlists her gay best friend from high school, Peter, to be her assistant. The series sees Peter come to terms with his venture into sadomasochism and newfound liberation, while Tiff attempts to balance her career with her clients. Although Bonding returned to even more acclaim with its sophomore season, Netflix controversially axed the series in 2021. 9. Brooklyn Nine-Nine 2013 to 2021. The 2018 recipient of the GLAAD Media Award for Outstanding Comedy Series, procedural comedy Brooklyn Nine-Nine focuses on a team of eccentric detectives in the fictional 99th Precinct of the New York City Police Department in Brooklyn. Its 8-season run was applauded for its portrayal of LGBTQ characters, especially Andre Braugher's portrayal of Captain Raymond Hold, an openly gay black man in a same-sex interracial marriage, and Stephanie Beatriz's hard-as-nails detective Rosa Diaz, whose coming-out episode was hailed as one of the decade's most important representations of sexual orientation. 10. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, 2018 to 2021. Netflix's gritty, Buffy the Vampire Slayer-esque reboot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch stars Mad Men's Kiernan Shipka as the titular spellbinding character who is forced to juggle her supernatural abilities with her mortal life. Unlike the original series, queerness is celebrated with main characters such as pansexual warlock Ambrose Spellman and trans man Theo Putman. Despite its devoted fanbase, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was cancelled after just 4 seasons. 11. Dancing Queen 2018. Dancing Queen is an 8-part docuseries filmed in Mesquite, Texas, the hometown of Justin Johnson, the drag superstar who memorably rose to fame on the 5th season of RuPaul's Drag Race and All Stars 2. Only airing for 1 season, the highly entertaining series follows Alyssa as she attempts to balance her fame and responsibilities as a coach at her dance studio beyond belief, as well as finding the time for her friends, family, and love life. The series includes guest appearances from fellow Drag Race alum such as Shangela and Laganja Estranja. It's high camp, and we deserve a season 2. 12. Dead End Paranormal Park 2022. Based on the graphic novels Dead Endia by creator Hamish Steele and Cartoon Hangover's Too Cool Cartoons web short Dead End, this fantasy, horror and comedy hybrid focuses on a group of employees who work at a theme park/haunted house during the summer, which also happens to be a portal to hell. Paranormal Park made strides for queer representation in animation with the inclusion of a trans male lead character, Barney Gutman, and multiple supporting characters who also identify under the LGBTQ umbrella, including Norma Khan, Logan Wynn, and Badia Hassan. 13. Eastsiders 2012 to 2019. Infidelity and substance abuse are at the core of Eastsiders, a dark comedy web series centering on the lives of on and off couple Tom and Cal. Also starring RuPaul's Drag Race alum Willem as Douglas Gamora Ray, a drag queen who falls in love with Stephen Guarino's character Quincy, as well as Crazy Rich Asians actress Constance Wu as Cal's best friend Kathy. The series garnered a devoted fanbase throughout its 4-season run and numerous accolades. Willem memorably received a Daytime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Digital Daytime Drama Series, making history in the process as the first drag entertainer to be nominated for an Emmy in an acting category. 14. Elite, 2018 to 2024. In Spanish teen drama Elite, 3 working-class friends, Samuel, Nadia, and Christian, are sent to an elite boarding school after their previous school was destroyed. The scandalous series has introduced some of television's most beloved queer characters in Omar, Ander, Patrick, Mencia, and Rebecca. One of Netflix's best-performing Spanish originals, Elite came to an end in 2024 with its 8th season. Please like and share this video. 15. Everything Now, 2023? Everything Now flew slightly under the radar when it premiered in October 2023. Whether that was a result of the SAG-AFTRA strikes, lack of star power or promotion, we're not sure, but it deserved more. The British series follows Mia played to perfection by Sophie Wilde from this year's breakout horror Talk to Me, a teen who rejoins sixth form after a stint in hospital with anorexia. In similar vein to Netflix contemporaries Sex Education and Heartstopper, Everything Now delivered an authentic depiction of modern British queerness, but with a much-needed dramatic lens. Sadly, Netflix pulled the plug after 1 season. 16. Feel Good, 2020 to 2021. Mae Martin created, wrote, and starred in British dramedy Feel Good as a fictionalized version of themselves, a comedian and addict whose behaviors and intense romanticism negatively dominates their life. Co-starring Charlotte Ritchie as their partner George, as well as Lisa Kudrow and Adrian Lucas as their parents. The series chronicles Mae as they juggle relationships with their friends and family, fellow addicts and colleagues at their local stand-up comedy club. 17. First Kill, 2022, Heartstopper meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer in Netflix's adaptation of Victoria Schwab's beloved short story First Kill. Sarah Catherine Hook stars as Juliet, a teenage vampire who needs to make her first kill so she can take her place among her powerful family of legacy vampires. Her initiation becomes all the more complicated, however, when she sets her sights romantically on a new girl in town called Calliope, who just so happens to be a monster hunter. Despite its mixed critical response, the supernatural romance garnered a passionate following, especially amongst queer women, and was watched globally for over 30 million hours in its first 3 days on Netflix. 2 months after the first season premiered, however, the streamer announced that it had been axed. 18. Glamorous 2023. Netflix got on the wrong side of the queers when they cancelled Glamorous. The feel-good queer comedy was desperately needed in the rather serious LGBTQ television landscape, with its silly and self-aware, ugly Betty light humor, lack of trauma elements and diverse representation of the queer community. Featuring Sex and the City icon Kim Cattrall as Madeline Madison, the makeup mogul equivalent of Wilhelmina Slater, Glamorous follows Marco, a gender non-conforming queer who embarks on a journey of self-discovery after he's hired as Madeline's new assistant. 19. Halston 2021. The fourth in a string of releases from Ryan Murphy for Netflix, Halston stars Ewan McGregor as the iconic gay designer of the same name whose influence and business strategies redefined American fashion. The series chronicles Halston as he leverages his single invented name into a worldwide fashion empire that became synonymous with luxury, sex, status, and fame in 1970 and 1980 New York before he passes away at age 57 due to AIDS-related cancer. 20. The Haunting of Bly Manor. The follow-up to the critically acclaimed horror series The Haunting of Hill House, Bly Manor tells the story of Dani, a young au pair who is hired to look after 2 children in an eerie country house. Upon her arrival, she begins to see hostile apparitions that proceed to haunt the premises. Unlike its spine-chillingly scary predecessor, Bly Manor is, as its core, a love story. The relationship between Dani and Jamie was widely celebrated by fans and critics, who applauded the show's refreshing representation of LGBTQ women. 21. Heartbreak High, 2022 to present. A Mary becomes a social pariah when her fellow students discover a map that she co-created with her best friend Harper, who has mysteriously stopped talking to her following a music festival that details all of the sexual exploits at Heartbreak High. The students are subsequently forced to attend a sexual education course called the Sexual Literacy Tutorial, where they cover topics such as substance abuse, consent, and discrimination. Heartbreak High has been renewed for a third and final season. 22. Heartstopper, 2022 to present. Following the love story between the openly gay overthinker Charlie Spring and buoyant rugby player Nick Nelson, Heartstopper is a light and joyous watch featuring little in the way of trauma and conflict, and that's exactly what young queer people coming to terms with their sexuality or gender identity need to see. As their friendship blossoms into romance, Charlie and Nick, as well as their circle of friends, try and navigate the ever-relatable journey of self-discovery and acceptance, supporting each other as they learn to find their most authentic selves. 23. Hollywood, 2020. 7-episode limited series Hollywood sees a group of young aspiring actors and filmmakers as they try to catch their big break in a post-World War II world. Each character offers their own glimpse into Hollywood's golden age, while the series itself highlights the racism, sexism, homophobia, and decades-old power dynamics that are still prevalent in the entertainment industry today. While the show may have garnered a mixed response from critics, it's received plenty of praise from viewers who love getting the chance to see a more diverse depiction of Hollywood where everyone who deserves it gets a happy ending. 24. I Am Not Okay With This, 2020. Consisting of 7 20 to 30-minute episodes, I Am Not Okay With This is based on Charles Forsman's graphic novel of the same name and is led by Sophia Lillis, who memorably rose to fame as Beverly Marsh in It and It Chapter 2. The fantasy drama focuses on her character Sydney as she struggles to come to terms with her sexuality and her newfound superpowers. Although the coming-of drama was quietly picked up for a second season, it was cancelled at Netflix due to circumstances created by COVID. 25. Orange is the New Black, 2013 to 2019. One of Netflix's most streamed dramas of all time, Orange is the New Black is based on Piper Kerman's memoir of the same name, in which she detailed her confinement in a women's prison. Lead character Piper and Alex's relationship is at the forefront of several storylines, and the show has many other supporting queer characters, most notably Samira Wiley's Pussy Washington and Laverne Cox's portrayal of trans inmate Sophia Bursett. The latter's performance earned the actress an Emmy nomination, making her the first transgender person to be nominated for an Emmy in any acting category. 26. The Politician, 2019 to present. Ryan Murphy's satirical comedy stars Ben Platt as Peyton Hobart, a wealthy student from California who is determined to become the President of the United States. First, he has to navigate the most treacherous political landscape of all, St. Sebastian High School. It's stylish, it's camp, and it features the most iconic quote of 2019 courtesy of Jessica Lange. I don't understand why calling that gay man a butt munch was such a scandal. That's what gays do. Munch butts and celebrate Halloween. In an interview, Murphy said he would like to do 3 seasons total and have the third pick up a few years after the season 2 finale to have Ben Platt get a little bit older for his final race. 27. Q-Force, 2021. Will and Grace legend Sean Hayes leads Q-Force as Agent Merriweather, a gay spy who is relocated and stationed in West Hollywood after being discriminated against by his agency. There, he tries to hold his unlikely team of LGBTQ ass-kicking misfits together, including mechanic and driver Deb, disguise artist Twink, and expert hacker Stat, before embarking on explosive missions that could save the world, while proving that LGBTQ agents are just as effective as their heterosexual counterparts in the process. The ensemble supporting cast also includes Gary Cole, David Harbour, Laurie Metcalf, and Stephanie Beatriz. 28. Queer Eye. The reboot of Bravo's iconic series Queer Eye for the Straight Guy introduces a new Fab Five: Antoni Porowski, food and wine expert; Tan France, fashion expert; Karamo Brown, culture expert; Bobby Burke, design expert; and Jonathan Van Ness, grooming expert. Each episode follows the quintet as they travel around the United States and transform the lives of people, straight and LGBTQ, who are in dire need of lifestyle makeovers. In Season 8, Jeremiah Brent replaced Burke. 29. Ratched 2020, a prequel to classic movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Ratched stars American Horror Story veteran Sarah Paulson as the infamous nurse and heartless title character who uses her authority to torture her patients. Set in 1947, the thriller follows Mildred as she arrives in Northern Carolina to seek employment at a leading psychiatric hospital, where new and unsettling experiments have begun on the human mind. Mildred, a psychopath, presents herself as the perfect image of what a dedicated nurse should be. Although Ratched received polarizing reviews, it became a massive hit for Netflix, debuting in the #1 spot in over 50 countries. 30. The Sandman, 2022 to present. Tom Sturridge stars in the latest adaptation of Neil Gaiman's works as the titular character Dream, Morpheus, the king of dreams who is captured in an occult ritual. After being held captive for 106 years, Morpheus escapes and sets out to restore order to his realm, the Dreaming, while attempting to thwart an escaped nightmare called the Corinthian. Upon its premiere, viewers celebrated the amount of queerness in The Sandman, with characters such as the Corinthian, Johanna Constantine, Hal Carter, and Rose Walker identifying as members of the LGBTQ community, while Dream's sibling Desire is gender fluid. 31. Sense8, 2015 to 2018. Sense8 tells the story of 8 unique individuals born on the same day who can connect with one another's thoughts and actions as they embark on a journey together to find out why they can do what they do. It's mind-boggling at times, but it's also one of the most diverse and queer-friendly television shows ever made. The series is also known for its explicit sex scenes and no-holds-barred orgies, which regularly bring the whole cast together for some intense on-screen lovemaking. The series was cancelled after just 2 seasons, sparking uproar from fans online. The backlash led to the streaming service commissioning a 2.5-hour series finale, which aired in June 2018. 32. Sex Education, 2019 to 2023. Asa Butterfield leads Sex Education as Otis Milburn, a sexually awkward teenager who lives with his sex therapist mother Jean while attempting to survive the perils of high school with his openly gay best friend Eric. Notable for tackling sensitive subjects related to sexual intimacy and for its authentic and diverse representation of the LGBTQ experience, Sex Education currently ranks as one of Netflix's most successful shows of all time, with the first season raking in over 40 million streams within its first month of release. 33. Schitt's Creek, 2015 to 2020. Schitt's Creek made history in 2020 as Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, Dan Levy, and Annie Murphy swept all 4 major categories at the Primetime Emmy Awards, the first time ever for a comedy or drama. Created by the Levies, the series stars the aforementioned as the Rose family, wealthy socialites who lose their fortune and have to take refuge in the motel of a town they purchased as a joke. As well as receiving praise for its humor, Schitt's Creek became a huge hit with viewers and critics for its depiction of the LGBTQ community, particularly Dan Levy's sardonic pansexual character, David. Throughout the 6-season series, David embarks on relationships with both men and women, and it's never presented as an issue. It's simply accepted by every character. We all remember the wine bottle scene, don't we? Iconic. 34. Shadowhunters, 2016 to 2019. The second adaptation of the beloved series of novels following the 2013 film The Mortal Instrument City of Bones, the series focuses on 18-year-old Clary Frey, as she discovers that she comes from a long line of Shadowhunters, human-angel hybrids who hunt down demons. The show received mixed reviews, although the relationship between Alec and Magnus became one of the most championed television relationships in recent memory. The show was cancelled in 2018, breaking the hearts of millions of fans who shipped the couple, which was described as one of the most natural and realistic LGBTQ romances on air. 35. Smiley, 2022. Based on creator Guillem Cluer's play of the same name, Smiley is set in Barcelona and follows the love story between Alex, a bartender, and Bruno, an architect. The official synopsis reads: two men and their friends in Barcelona navigate hesitations, hang-ups, and missed connections as they search for the true love they've been missing. Smiley received praise from fans and critics for Cuevas and Esparbe's chemistry and the lack of queer trauma elements, receiving a nomination for Outstanding Spanish-Language Scripted Television Series at the 2023 GLAAD Media Awards. In an interview on Aquí Catalunya, on Sir Catalunya, Cluer revealed that Netflix will not be moving ahead with a second season. Translated to English, he said, "I can already tell you that there won't be a second season of Smiley, but there will be other things that I can't say right now." 36. Special 2019 to 2021. Based on Ryan O'Connell's part memoir, part manifesto I Am Special, and Other Lies We Tell Ourselves, this Jim Parsons-produced series stars O'Connell as a gay man living with mild cerebral palsy who decided to rewrite his identity as an accident victim and finally go after the life he wants. Following two well-received 8-episode seasons, Special came to an end in 2021. It received 4 nominations at the Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Awards, 1 for Outstanding Short-Form Comedy or Drama Series, and 3 for the performances of O'Connell, Jessica Hecht, and Poonam Patel. 37. Tales of the City. 2019, Netflix's 10-episode revival of the iconic queer series depicts Mary Ann as she returns home to San Francisco, where she's reunited with her daughter and ex-husband Brian 20 years after leaving them for her career. Recurring cast members include Bob the Drag Queen as burlesque club manager Ida Best, Jen Richards as a young Anna Madrigal, and Daniela Vega as trans woman Yesela, who plays a pivotal role in Anna's life. 38. The Ultimatum Queer Love 2023 to present. Sadly, the dating and reality format is still crammed with the heterosexual likes of Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, and Love is Blind. So when we're finally blessed with their rainbow-colored equivalents, it's important to celebrate them. The series, dubbed a social experiment, features couples on the verge of marriage who have 8 weeks to decide if they want to get married or split for good. Couples are split up, choose new partners, and move in with them for 3 weeks. The hetero version was already bedlam, so imagine how it fared with 5 queer couples. Moments that stick out are as follows: the fingering fiasco between Raylan and Vanessa, Ozzy's inability to communicate with Mildred, Xander and Yoli's whirlwind romance, and the entire cast's rather confusing hatred of so-called villain Vanessa. She really didn't deserve that level of hate, sorry. 39. The Umbrella Academy 2019 to 2024. An adaptation of the comic book series of the same name, which was created by My Chemical Romance star Gerard Way and Gabriel Barr, The Umbrella Academy follows a dysfunctional family of superpowered beings who reunite after their father's mysterious death. Upon release, the series received praise from fans and critics for the cast's performances and visual effect. The second season was met with further acclaim for exploring topics such as racism, sexism, and homophobia, while the third was lauded for how it handles the transition of Elliot Page's character Victor Hargreaves. 40. Young Royals 2021 to 2024. Swedish teen drama Young Royals has taken the internet and LGBTQ community by storm. Set in the fictional elite boarding school Hilleska, the show follows Prince Wilhelm of Sweden as he finally gets an opportunity to explore his true self and find out what kind of life he really wants. Wilhelm starts dreaming of a future filled with freedom and unconditional love after falling for fellow student Simon Eriksson, which is far away from his royal obligations. But when he unexpectedly becomes next in line for the throne, his dilemma is heightened as he has to make a choice between love and duty. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this.